What what the rights of the government say? Your right for privacy consists of you keeping these things secure. Okay, that's what your right to privacy does. Keep this secure, 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 this secure. Because I'll tell you what, most of the bank them sometimes you have right now some of your phones do have fingerprint to open it, and guess what? If they take your fingerprint, they can access your privacy. Some of your phone do got retina scan, and if they take your retina scan, they take your privacy. Some of your phone even got your facial thing, and if they take your picture, they're taking your privacy, right? So watch this. You charge them $5 million for any form of retina scan. You charge them for $5 million for any form of DNA taken from you, because your DNA can attach it to many things. Any DNA you decide you want to take from me, I'm fucking charging you. All right? Because one, you cannot put me into court process and take things from me without fucking due process of law, which means a conviction. A conviction. Arrest is necessary, but a conviction, right, is the one that when you can keep me away and take fingerprint. There's no conviction yet. The case is still processed. You do not take shit from me. You don't need my name.
This is a fee schedule.
It's called a fee schedule. Yeah.
And where do you take it to? Down to the local courthouse?
You attach it to whatever documents you're sending in. Now, the reason why I said, so you guys are saying, the reason why I said arrest, I want you to understand the definition of arrest right here in civil cases, because all cases are civil in nature. So since all cases are civil in nature, you got to remember, since you never kill a person or never did do any form of that shit, right? It's a civil arrest they're gonna do. So once they did that, a civil arrest, guess what? A civil arrest in civil cases, participate. An arrest is an apprehension of a person to answer for demands against him in a civil case. In other words, he's one that demands, hey, you have a right, you're on the highway doing all of that shit, and the third. So he's taking you in by a lawful authority, right? To constitute an arrest, no actual force or manual touch of the body is requisite. Don't let them fucking trick you. Put you in a handcuff. You don't need that shit.
What document is that?
This is a law dictionary, and the law codes is on it, and you still can get that from the same law dictionary that I actually showed you before. I'm giving y'all guys everything that you need for fighting these fucking cases, bro. Everything you need to fight these cases. I'm tired of these assholes. That's why I study so hard to know what it is. Know what arrest is. Know what all this shit is. So let me show you now. In the same constitutional dictionary right there, it's in my Discord. You can find it in my Discord. When you go to my Discord, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you find it there. You click, and enjoy. See? And then you search for whatever you want. And all these, again, no charge. I mean, I could make money off of this, I'm telling you, because I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm saying. I'm not here to swindle none of y'all. Whatever information I'm giving is going to be firm and accurate. Right? So what I'm saying is this is just for you guys. You just go ahead and live your life, man. You need to enjoy your life. And these fuckers are just trying to just swindle you in every single way possible, right? You should see what they did to the hospital document. You should see what they do to the hospital document to those mothers that are having child. You should see what they write in there. I'm gonna show it to you in a second, but let me show you what arrest is in this dictionary so you can see that this is where I get it from.
Yeah.
So arrest, civil cases. Shoot, here you go. QRSTV. I just see T. All right, up some more. Article. All right, there you go. So when you arrest somebody in a civil case, so if you look right here, that's arresting criminal, apprehend or detain a person in order to be forthcoming to answer for the alleged suspected crime. The word arrest is more properly used in civil case. So when you see this, it's more done in civil cases. To apprehend in a apprehension in criminal, a man arrests underneath corpus or whatever in Spanish. I don't know how to say that properly. Apprehend underneath a warrant charging him with larceny. It will be convenient to consider who may be arrested for what crime, what time, and in what place, by whom, and by what authority, right? They will give you the list right there. You can read it from there. But that's not the arrest you want to really actually look at. You want to actually look at this, since they mentioned that over there. In civil cases, arresting in the operation of a person, same thing, go ahead. To constitute an arrest, no factual force or manual touch of the body is requisite. It is sufficient if the party with the power within the power of the officer. So you can just go with him. Don't worry with him. Just go with him. Say, you want, come on, you're under arrest. Oh, I'm under arrest. All right, then fine. Let's go. You try to put handcuff on me and say, hey man, you're not in danger here. I want to assert my right here. Look, I don't have no weapon. I'm not violent. I'm talking to you nice and calmly. No need for you to touch me or handcuff me. And if you do so, I'm going to let you know right now, arrest also, if you lay your hands on the person, right, guess what it can cost? Guess what it costs? It's not necessarily a battery, but it is necessarily an assault. So you can file an assault charge on him. Okay? Once he touch you. Say, hey man, let me warn you, let you know right now. You see, you don't have to touch me because I'm not in violation. I'm not intimidated. I'm not gonna cause you no harm, and I'm going with you just because you said you have an arrest for me to for alleged crime. So let me go and solve the matter, and we can actually settle it today, and I move on with my life. So if he decided to move forward and then touch you, don't say nothing. Just take the touch. You already warned him. Don't even go and say, man, stop fucking touching me. No. Let's keep going. Let him go so you don't have to end up getting the back broke and all of that stuff. If you say, man, go get the fuck out of here and turn it, let's go ahead and turn with the flow and less resistance as possible and go with it. Because when you go in there, you're going to charge them for shit like this. Because I guarantee you, this motherfucker going to go ahead and take your fingerprints. I guarantee you that he's going to go ahead and take your fingerprints. And I guarantee you that he's going to tell you he's the authority and all that shit. And then you're going to hold him accountable, right? You're going to hold him accountable for all of these fees. All of them. It doesn't matter. You're going to hold him accountable for it, right? And the next thing that you... Because they're presumptuous. These motherfuckers are presumptuous. They're totally presumptuous. And they act like they're above the law and everything. Right? But it's the duty of the company to teach their agency how to operate in their job, not yours, right? They're the one that contract with them. They're the one that's supposed to come and teach them how to perform, right? That's the reason why my document right here, when I talk to the judge, I let him know that, hey, man, if an arrest should be made against my will, if an arrest should be ever be made against my will, please instruct your official of the proper process in their performance. That means I am not here to consent to them fingerprinting me or take a photo. Hold me longer than needed, but just to see you directly. I'm not going through that shit that you guys are doing. That's the same thing Trump's did. And you ask yourself, why did Trump's not get arrested and take fingerprint and all of that stuff? The last arrest that he did, he only did it for show. Okay, when they taking a photo. But all the other arrests, they never even take a photo of him or a fingerprint. He just sit there and answer to the demand, and once the demand is satisfied, he walk away. You can deny every single fucking shit that they come up with. You just tell them that you have no consent, and once they take it, once they do anything of the sort, you just get a friend to go copy this fee schedule of Cool Fox Discord, or get somebody to do it for you, and just issue it to the court before the presentment, and then you just put a motion for counterclaiming. A declaration of right. You give them a judicial notice A judicial notice is a formal notice that they cannot deny.
Now, can you file that prior to, just like have it on record, or do you have to use it at the time of the infraction?
What I would suggest, if you want to do something prior to, the best person can do to assert the right with is the Secretary of State. You just send him all of this shit. You send him a judicial notice, send him a fee schedule, and let him know that you're asserting your rights here, and your offices might operate in disorder. So I was trying to prepare a letter for the Secretary of State where this man would actually grant me, because I was about to write him before I figure out the case was actually. Let me see if I can find a document before